This is the chair that made me stop booking spa appointments because the massage I get at home is consistently better. It is also the rare piece of tech furniture that still feels new after a full year of regular use. The Real Relax Favor-06 in blue is a full-body massage recliner for people who actually want a meaningful massage, not just a gentle vibration. If you sit at a desk all day, lift at the gym, run on weekends, or you just want a reliable way to reset sore shoulders and a tight lower back, this is built for that. It is also great if you live with someone who has a different tolerance for pressure, because it is easy to adjust the intensity and the areas it targets without fuss. Design matters more than specs in a chair like this, and the choices here impact daily use in good ways. The blue finish gives it a modern look that hides scuffs better than lighter colors, and the upholstery has held up without peeling or creasing after countless sessions. The stitching is tight, and even the plastic side shells feel solid, and there is a subtle blue ambient light on the side that looks cool at night without turning the room into a light show. The arm channels are padded and lined with airbags that wrap around the forearms rather than squeezing from one direction, which prevents that pinched feeling. The calf and foot section is deep enough to hold your legs in place, and the foot rollers sit exactly where you want them after a long day. I do not need to baby the chair or treat it like a showpiece. It is something I actually use, and it looks the same as it did when I first set it up. Speaking of setup, it was simple. The chair arrived in two main pieces, the main body and the footrest. You line up the rails, hook the brackets, tighten a few screws, zip the side covers back up, and connect a couple of color-coded cables that are easy to reach. I am not a handy person, and I had it assembled in about 30 to 40 minutes without calling for help. There is a screen that attaches to the arm, and it clicks into place cleanly. Once it was plugged in, the power button brought it to life immediately. No software updates, no sign-in screens, and no confusion. The chair just works. On every session, it does a quick body scan to find my shoulders and set the roller height, and that takes only a moment. The responsiveness is exactly what I want from a massage recliner. The rollers adjust up, down, and side to side quickly without lag. The airbags inflate and release in a smooth rhythm, and any changes I make on the fly happen right away. I can control everything from the screen on the chair or through the companion application on my phone with a Bluetooth connection. The application is handy when I am half asleep and do not want to reach over the armrest. I can tweak the intensity, move the rollers to a tight spot, or switch programs without waking myself up. Massage quality is where it earns its spot in my living room. The rollers travel from the base of my skull down through my lower back and into the top of the glutes, with a pressure that feels like a skilled person is working out the knots. There are 6 preset programs that actually feel distinct, not just differently named versions of the same thing. One focuses more on stretching and rolling, another is clearly tuned for deep work along the spine, and another blends kneading with air compression for a full body squeeze. Manual mode is where I spend most of my time. I nudge the rollers to a specific vertebra, narrow the width to dig in between the shoulder blades, and raise the intensity when my lower back is stubborn. The heat is gentle, more like a warming pad than a space heater, which is perfect for loosening muscles without making me sweat. The zero-gravity recline is not a gimmick. When it tilts back and my knees come up, I feel my weight evenly distributed and the rollers dig in more effectively because my back is fully supported. It is a noticeable difference. The foot section deserves a call-out. The combination of rollers under the arches and the airbags around the sides hits the sweet spot for me after walking and lifting. There is a foot warmer built into the section, and during winter, that becomes the part I look forward to most. If you are sensitive in the feet, the rollers can feel intense at the highest setting. I usually start low and nudge it up after a few minutes when the muscles have relaxed. The calf compression is strong, which I like after running, but if you have very lean calves, you might want to drop a level to avoid overdoing it. I have been using this chair 3 to 4 times a week for about a year. There are no rattles, no squeaks, and no new noises. The motor sounds are low, and the air pumps are a soft whoosh rather than a harsh hiss. The structure is stable, and it does not wobble when it shifts my weight during a stretch sequence. The blue upholstery still looks rich. I wipe it down occasionally with a gentle cleaner, and that is the extent of the maintenance. In terms of durability, it has surprised me. I expected something with this many moving parts to loosen up over time, but it is as tight as day one. My real-world routine looks like this. After a long workday at the desk, I set a 15-minute session, drop into zero gravity, and pick the preset that focuses on the neck and shoulders. I start with low heat and a medium roller intensity. About 5 minutes in, the tension between my shoulder blades lets go, and I nudge the rollers to the exact spot and widen the stretch for a couple of passes. If it is post-workout, I switch to more air compression with a deep roller pass on the lower back. Let the calves get a strong squeeze, and then finish with extra time on the feet. On a cold night, the foot warmer becomes non-negotiable. For decompressing before bed, I play soft music through the built-in Bluetooth speakers. The speakers are fine for background sound, not a replacement for a separate audio setup. They are clear enough for quiet tracks, but they lack bass, which is normal for something built into a chair. There are little touches that feel smart. The ambient blue light on the side gives a nice futuristic accent when the room is dim. I do not see it while I am in the chair, but it changes the vibe of the space in a mellow way. The way the airbags wrap around the arms prevents numbness, which is something I have noticed on cheaper chairs. The rollers can be parked at a precise point and left to knead there, which is perfect for stubborn knots near the shoulder blade. The application lets me make adjustments without hunting for the right button in the dark. The included remote screen is bright and the icons are large enough to read without squinting, so guests figure it out quickly. It is not all perfect, and a few notes might help set expectations. The chair is large. You will want to measure the space and leave some room behind it so the recline does not hit the wall. The heat is intentionally mild, which I like, but if you are expecting a very hot sauna effect, this is not that. The user interface has a few wording quirks that look like direct translations. Nothing confusing, just not polished like a smartphone. Very tall users near 6 feet 2 inches and above may find the neck rollers sit just a touch lower than ideal, although the stretch in zero gravity makes up for some of that. And again, the foot rollers on the highest setting can be too much for sensitive feet, so start low and work up. For a specific use case that has become a habit, here is what I do after a 5-mile run. I cue the preset that mixes rolling with air compression, tilt into zero gravity, and set the calf intensity a notch higher than usual. I turn on the foot warmth and set the timer for 20 minutes. About halfway through, I switch the manual control to focus on the lower back while the calves keep compressing, then finish with 5 minutes of slower, wider strokes along the spine. I get up feeling looser without that heavy post-massage sluggishness, and my legs recover faster the next day. At this point, I think of the Real Relax Favor-06 in blue as part of my weekly routine, not a gadget that I will forget after the novelty fades. It hits the fundamentals with consistency. The massage feels real, the zero-gravity position improves the effect, the foot section is excellent, and the chair has stayed quiet and solid through a year of regular use. If you want a dependable, full-body massage chair to tackle desk posture, gym soreness, or just nightly stress, this is the one I would recommend. If you have very limited space or you want scorching heat and theater-grade speakers, it may not be the right fit. For everyone else who wants a strong, customizable massage in their own home, it delivers exactly what matters and it keeps doing it without fuss. I will leave detailed information about the Real Relax Favor-06 Blue in the comments for your reference. Thank you for watching.